Coming to the end of the time in Rome, I was binding the long thesis, getting it bound professionally, and it hit me what it is that can be there on the page. Words can live on, and truths can be heard again. Moreover, the influence of Adam of Dryburgh, the subject of that long thesis, was speaking once again from ancient times and pulling in that direction. He was a Premonstratensian abbot who, as it were, fled and became a Carthusian, but carried on writing. There was the pull, and indeed eventually a request was made to be allowed to return, and a letter came back from the Gauchautheurs saying to form a proper letter and also to put it to Dom Isidore, my former novice master, who was then prior elsewhere. And it happened, but the general chapter did not allow it to happen against the wish of Dom Isidore. But there's a providence in things, surely. It is important to accept the divine will and not to prefer it to our own, even in holy things. When we have gone, a word upon a page perhaps will linger on, and we shall be no more a ray of vision that of age is made and soon unmade. Eternity lies only yonder grave, yet we wave on a message more or two, where some may come again, perhaps upon this way, where shone a glister of a now, long then become. For then lies hard herein, and we may know a moment doubly weighed, where once it went into the aeon's night, a light to show to one to come again. For much was sent across the chasmic ears, across a line, a little line, all wired of thinking fine. And hence it was that much thought was hanging on a line sent to the Carthusian order. A heavy load of thinking lies upon a wad of leaves compressed. Here heaves a sigh, a breast that on a thought on and on, and heard the voices that touch yet the eye. Tomorrow this will go, and Dr. R's, or be rejected yet, and call for more. For plumes of men are feathered yet by powers of man's own kind, that oft unkindness bore. And this swift cheat, this other, softly sent into the old unknown, known far too well to be forgotten quite. There, as it went to western Gallic skies, did it yet tell enough to bring again all that can be the home of doctors doctored, sent by thee. So, having written pages and pages, some 400 or so, on this holy abbot who became a Carthusian, I wondered whether these few words, which were penned under his influence from the beyond, would be enough to open once again the cell that he himself so coveted, when once an abbot, wanting only one thing, to be alone with the alone.